What's good with y'all, man? Welcome back to AG Speaks, man. If you're a returning member, I appreciate you for coming back and checking out the channel once again. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I thank you for clicking on this video, giving me a chance, showing me some love today. You know what I'm saying? On this video, I want to tell y'all that in order to manifest it, you must see it. You must be able to see it to manifest it. In whichever order you want to say it, that is the truth, that is the case, that is the reality of the world that we're living in. That's the reality of the universe. The way the world works is if you want to have something happen, you got to be able to see it in your mind first. You have to be able to see yourself doing it, see yourself living it, see yourself touching it, feeling it. However you need to look at it in order to manifest it, you got to be able to see it in your mind. Now, seeing it in your mind is important because what it does is it gives you the idea that it's possible. To even have the idea that it's possible, it makes it real. You know what I mean? Possibility becomes reality if you really could see it in a vivid enough light. You have to be able to see it vividly and be able to actually put it in perspective on why it's possible that it can happen. In that case, if that makes sense. Like if you want to do something in life, but you can't see it in your mind, there's no way you'll be able to really believe it. You know, you ever met somebody that just don't have no hope for themselves? Like somebody who just don't think they can do nothing better than what they doing in the current moment. Like they always down, they always frustrated, they always got an attitude. Like they don't seem like they have anything to look forward to in life. Like those miserable people that's always mad. Like those type of people, they don't have any manifestation. They don't have any visualization. They don't have any reality in their head that's bigger than their current situation. So when you get to a point where you don't have anything in your head bigger than your current situation, you can't manifest anything, which is why you seem so depressed. You feel like you're stuck in the same place. You have to be able to have energy. You have to be able to see yourself doing something else. You have to have energy towards that. Like you ever met somebody who's maybe not as fortunate as other people, but they always have a lot of life. They always bring light to the situation. They always show a lot of love to people. They always smile and they're always happy. You always see those people happy because they see something within themselves and they have a certain vision for how they see their life going. In a lot of cases, those people end up being blessed. And when they are blessed, everybody around them is usually happy for them because they're always happy no matter what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with manifestation. People say they want to manifest something, but they can't even see it in their head. If you can see it in your head, it's already real. You got to just see it for what it is. Like if you really can see it vivid enough in your head, there should be nothing on earth that could tell you that that's not a real thing. You gotta really be able to see it in your mind. Seeing it in your mind, it makes it real, bro. I don't even know how to explain it to you. Like for the current situation that you in, right? Like let's say it's a lot of things that you want to accomplish that you haven't accomplished yet. It's a lot of things you want to get that you haven't gotten yet. It's a lot of things you want to achieve that you haven't achieved yet. If you could see it in your head clear enough, it almost feels real anyway. And I'm speaking to those right now who has actually been through this and know what I'm talking about. Like if you really could see it clear enough in your head, it feels like it's already here. It'll make you move different. It'll make you talk different. It'll bring different situations to your life. It'll bring you different opportunities that you didn't expect. And sometimes they'll come out of nowhere. You be like, how'd that happen? You know what I'm saying? But it'll happen like that if you have a vivid enough picture of what's going on in your mind. Pay attention to the richest and most successful people on this planet. Okay? Pay attention to the most successful people that you are interested in. Or whatever the case, like your favorite, that hurt so bad. Like your favorite celebrity, your favorite artist, whatever. Like just start paying attention to them. A lot of them will talk about how they seen something happening before they actually brought it to life. Like people will tell you, like I already seen this. I seen this. Like I always been dreaming about this. Like people will say that, but you gotta really, really, really believe it. In order to really, really, really believe it, you have to see it in your mind. And ways you can do that is wake up in the morning, write it down if you got to. Think about it before you go to bed. Think about it when you first wake up. Put little notes, like if you got to set an alarm in your phone to tell you and remind you to literally think about what you want to be, envision it, see it, like literally do it on purpose, like intentionally do it. Intentionally go in your mind and tell yourself to think like this. Tell your mind to see this happening. Intentionally do it. Because on a day-to-day basis, your brain is already programmed to think about certain things. Like you already have a routine in your mind on how you want to think. Like your brain is going to think on its own anyway. It's already going to produce thoughts. Like you have thousands of thoughts every single day. You're going to produce thoughts no matter what. So you have to literally intentionally tell your brain to redirect your thoughts into what's best for you and what you want for your life. Like I remember when I was first starting, like at this point in my life now, my brain is literally automatically programmed to think about my future. Like I've literally programmed it to be like that. And when I was first coming into it, I was learning about manifestation. when I was learning about manifestation, I was learning about it like I don't want to say I was learning about it like everybody else, because I feel like I was learning about it a little bit earlier than people, because I was already kind of into that type of world like before it became real popular. But when I was first learning about manifestation, it was like a thing to where I was really intrigued by it and I really wanted to do it. I really wanted to make it happen. And I had a misconception about manifestation like a lot of other people. I thought it was going to happen real quick or whatever the case may be. But it wasn't necessarily like that. And I really couldn't wrap my head around what manifestation actually was and how it was really meant to be used. So I was every single day, I was just thinking in my head, like, I would close my eyes for like 10 minutes a day and just envision myself doing everything I want to do. Like, I would do this all day. Like, not all day, but I would do it every day for 10 minutes a day, like at least. Until it got to a point where I started to brainwash myself, bro. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I didn't have a clear enough idea of what manifestation truly was. So I got very discouraged after about a month of doing this and seeing no results. Like, I was like, I didn't think it was fake, but I just felt like I wasn't doing it right or something like that. But as the years went on, that 1 month of me doing that every single day, it definitely changed my life in ways that I really can't even explain to people, because it redirected my brain and reprogrammed me to think about my future every single day. So instead of me waking up and thinking about all the things I lack, now I'm waking up and thinking about all the things I'm going to achieve and I'm going to obtain. Like, that became my thought process. So no matter where I'm at in life, nobody can put me down and tell me that I'm nothing. Nobody can put me down and tell me that I'm not good enough or I'm not, you know what I'm saying? People can't take away my worth from me, no matter what it looked like I'm going through in life or what it looked like I have in life, because I know what I am in here. I know where I'm going. I see my projection. Like, I know exactly where I'm going. I know what my goals are. I know what my vision is. I see exactly what I'm going to be. Like, I can really see myself being where I want to be. You have to be able to see it. If you can see it, then it's really there. But you have to walk that path. Like, the way I would tell you to look at it is, imagine a long tunnel, a super long tunnel, and you the only one in this tunnel. You the only one in this tunnel. You the only one that has access to the end and the beginning of this tunnel. This tunnel is literally yours. Like, nobody can come in and do anything to it. This is literally your tunnel. And the tunnel is super long. Like, the tunnel is long. It's so long to the point where you don't know how long it's gonna take you to get to the end of it. But at the end of this tunnel, you can see a pot of gold that's gonna change your life forever. This pot of gold is so big that you will never have to want for anything ever again in life. Think about it like that. You're going to have to walk a long distance. You don't know when you're going to get there, but you know it's only you and that pot of gold. And the only thing that's stopping you from getting to that pot of gold is you. So if you choose not to see the pot of gold all the way down there and you decide to get sidetracked by everything else, that's on you. But nonetheless, the pot of gold is there. And that's how you got to look at it when you think about what you want to be in life. You got to see the pot of gold, because it's always there. But you have to choose to see it. You have to choose to go for it. You have to choose to visualize it. You have to choose to actually want that to be in your reality. So for the people that feel like manifestation doesn't work, or manifestation isn't doing what you need it to do, you're probably not thinking about it in the right way. Manifestation is not a magical spell that you could just put over yourself and after a couple days it'll manifest. It don't work like that. Manifestation is a process. Manifestation is a belief system. And manifestation is something that takes time. And when I say it takes time, I mean you have to reprogram your brain. You have to reprogram your thought process. You have to reprogram the way you think about things, because it takes time to do that. Like, if you wake up every day and you think about BS and trash all day, you have to reprogram. You have to deprogram and reprogram. That takes time. That's not an easy task. So like I said, start off small. Like, if you got to start off for 5 minutes, just write something down, or just close your eyes and just visualize it intentionally. Like, that's what I did. I didn't really do a lot of writing, but I always closed my eyes and visualize stuff intentionally. Like, and over time, that became my thought pattern. You know what I'm saying? So don't focus too much on trying to make everything happen right away, but just work on changing your thought patterns and see how it changes your life. Focus on changing your thought patterns before actually changing the material things in your life, because focusing on what you see and focusing on what you can touch and feel and everything that's literally right here in your reality, focusing on that, it'll make that more real than what you want to be. And when you make this more real than what you want to be, then you'll be stuck here. You got to get to a point where this becomes more real, like to the point where it's almost delusional. And I know nobody wants to be delusional, but the most successful people in life, if you think about the things that they've done, for them to be growing up as children, if they were to tell you what they were going to be in the current moment, all these millionaires and billionaires, the people around them would look at them like they're delusional. I feel like almost every successful person that really had to get it on their own and wasn't blessed with a rich family, they've had a state in time where people would say they're delusional. Because for you to believe you're going to do something of that magnitude with very limited resources, you're going to seem delusional. I'm going to just keep it real. You're going to seem delusional. But that delusion is only delusional until it happens. And once it happens, you're a genius. You go from being delusional to being a genius. And the only way that can happen is you have to have, like, unwavering faith. Like, the faith you have is so strong, like, nobody can tell you anything. And the only way you could build that faith, because that was a problem I had, I didn't understand how to build the faith. The best way to build the faith is to literally brainwash yourself with the vision that you want to become reality. You have to brainwash yourself with that vision. Like, every single day, you got to brainwash yourself with that vision. Like, nothing can tell you otherwise. This is what you're going to do. This is who you're going to be. It has to be to that point. It has to be to a point of no return. Like, this is literally you. Yeah, you here right now, but this ain't even you. Like, you got to get to that point. When you start making everything you see around you, all this, like, everything, like, what you got on your body and this water bottle, right? Like, yo, and when you make your current environment more real than what you want to be, then you'll be stuck here. Once you make your visions so clear that they seem more real than here, that's when everything will start to change. You are what you believe. That's just what it is. You are what you believe. Yo, you literally project your own reality. You project your own reality. In order for you to get anywhere in life, whether it be up or down, left or right, bad or good, it's all based off your decisions. It's all based off your perception. It's all based off what you want to do in your life. It's all cause and effect. And your cause and effect is based off your mentality. And your mentality is based off of what you see for yourself. You have to be able to see. It's all about how you look at yourself subconsciously. In order to change that subconscious, you have to literally put in work on your brain. The same way you would put work in on your body, you got to put work in on your brain. And if you can start putting in work on your brain, you will get to a point that you probably can't even imagine yourself getting to. But you have to see it. You have to visualize. You have to really internalize your visions. And the way to internalize your visions is to literally, like I said, sit there and intentionally think about the thoughts you want to think about. And it's not going to be easy at first. It's not going to be the easiest thing, but it's something you have to do in order to change your mindset, in order to go to a higher place in life, man. And stay prayed up. Also pray to God, you know, and do everything you need to do to keep your energy good on the way to where you're trying to go. So, man, I feel like I just said a lot right there, and I hope that helped a lot of y'all out. But manifestation is a real thing, but it does take time, and y'all have to be able to see it for what it is. Like, trust the process and put in that work mentally. A lot of people don't put in that work mentally. They'll put in that work on their body, but they never focus on this. And this is more important than everything. Once you fix this, everything else will change with it. So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If y'all have any questions or concerns, y'all want to know about anything y'all want me to talk about, any certain topics, y'all can comment down below. And other than that, I'm gone.